Jownazz, what you up to, Brody?
Hey, how you find this place, bro? This shit crazy back here, bro.
To be honest, I'm not even sure. We stumbled across this.
This shit crazy. It's peaceful. Ain't nobody here. You know what I mean? Talk our shit to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whoa. Came back here for the for the anti-social bowl. We had to come back here. 51st and Marion.
Yeah. Didn't have known. I ain't know nothing about this joint.
Yeah, man. Part 2. Fun is dangerous. But anyway.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna start off a little heavy. So it seems as if like emotions especially, but a few back block sales, also dealers dating the same chicks and all that type of stuff, causing turf wars.
Sorry.
Now, do you agree with that? Like, was that facts? Did that happen?
Yeah, a lot of back block sales and dudes dating the same chicks. We was talking about that from the last time. A lot of dudes. A lot of dudes got into beef actually actually dealing with the same chicks or knowing the same people, interacting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that a lot. You got to help me understand this issue though, because it's crazy because the city of Philadelphia owns every one of these blocks.
Fucking right.
And as citizens, it's like we make payments towards property taxes and whatever, however else you want to put it. And then you have neighborhoods claiming a street or a set, and then you have all these lives that are being lost. And the whole time they think they're owning this block or this set, but Philly owns it.
Well, you could pull, I guarantee you, if you pull some old heads to the side or you pull some kids to the side, you explain to them, listen, bro, that ain't your block. This joint belongs to the government, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You lucky if you can pay your taxes on your joint. You know what I mean? You lucky if you could, you lucky if it's difficult, bro, because
they look at it as if they own it. They literally stand there and they think they own it.
First of all, yeah, you know me. I'm always conscious about what I say. I think about what I'm gonna say because sometimes it might rub people the wrong way. But you got street signs, right? You got street signs.
Yep.
You got the damn manholes. If something go wrong with this manhole, who's responsible for it? The city's responsible for it.
Exactly.
If something go wrong with the transformers, the city got to pay somebody to come out here and do it. You
Street lights.
Something go wrong with the street lights, they got some people that come out here and do it.
Facts.
So what makes these fools think that it's cool to war and beef over a block that's not yours? That shit been here before you. It's gonna be here after you.
Right.
We don't know what's coming in the future. You feel me? Like, so.
Yeah.
To be beefing with somebody over a block, like, cut it out. Like, you don't own it. The city owns it. The government owns it.
Exactly.
You feel me?
All right. I just wanted to make sure you saw that the same way I did.
Yeah, bro. Like they tweaking. But I mean, to a certain extent, the young boys feel how they feel. They're gonna move how they move, and that's that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna move how they move. They feel how they feel, and that's that. You feel me?
So basically, what you're saying is the cost of living in the city is these. He said, "Hey." So the cost of living in the city, right? You got turf wars, you got food crisis, all those with criminal backgrounds. Plus, there's just different issues. The people of our city has become increasingly involved with violence, and it's just starting a lot of drama.
Run that back again.
Okay, so the cost of living in the city, right? We were just talking about how they don't.
That chick, she messed my head up.
I know, she pulled over talking about you're making a video. Yeah, we're in the middle of it. Damn. So anyway, we were talking about how nobody owns these corners, right? So then what I did was, huh?
Go ahead, my fault.
Oh, so what I went into was the cost of living in the city with these turf wars, right? We talked about food crises, criminal backgrounds, right? Plus just different issues that people have in our city. And it's become increasingly involved with violence.
Yes.
So it increases the drama,
Yes.
you know, and it's just, I feel like there's just a whole bunch of people grieving, and I don't know. How do you feel about that? It's heavy, right? You don't even know where to start.
My man, yeah.
You don't even know where to start. Or you want me to read it again, don't you?
Yo, what you say again? Run up back.
Oh my God.
My bad, dog.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right, so we were talking about them corners, right? So, since the cost of living in these cities, you have to deal with these turf wars. We talked about food crises. We talked about people that have criminal backgrounds, right? Plus, there's just different people in the city that have weird issues.
You know what? I catch it though. I got
You got me?
I got you what you talking about. Look.
Yeah.
The crisis, the turf wars, you know, the lack of some people having jobs, the lack of some people not even wanting jobs.
Mm-hmm.
The turf wars go into beefing because everybody knows each other. Philly ain't but so big, you know what I mean? So people get into altercations with each other on a daily basis. It gets ugly, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot of grieving families out here, bro. Like a lot.
Yeah. Due to the violence of
Exactly.
poverty and
Exactly.
you know,
All these things we're talking about.
jealousy, bro.
Yeah.
I got so much on my mind right now.
Oh
I
man.
apologize.
It's all right. So moving on from that, then it just seems like it's kind of like pick a side the way that we're living.
Facts.
Like, you know.
Facts. That's the choice the young boys got. It seems like that's all that's out here right now. Pick a side. You either gonna pick a side for the gang shit, or you gonna
Right.
pick a side with who's right and who's wrong, who's rich, who's poor, who in the way, who not in the way. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
I do. Do you ever? I mean, do you think the streets or the city will ever consider all of this as a total loss?
Some people need to wake up.
Mm.
You feel me? Some people just need to wake up. The old way ain't it no more.
Yeah.
The old way is not going to get you where you need to be at.
Nah.
It's going to put you at the F. I mean, it's going to put you at House of Correction. It's going to put you one of them joints. Camp Hill somewhere. That's where it's going to, you know what I mean? Like,
Damn. So basically, you're kind of saying it all starts from like a little itch.
yeah.
And then the hustlers basically provide the scratch. And then the addiction becomes like a big ass infected womb. And that's what you want to call the street life?
That's the street life for you.
That is insane.
Yeah,
You break it down like that, it's crazy.
You hit it right in the nose, yeah, on that one.
Wow.
That's from an inch. The hustlers get a scratch.
Yeah.
The street is the wounds. I mean, straight like that. Can't get no better than
Infected wounds.
that. Straight up. And it's, hey, man.
All right, well, explain why street guys like you I totally lost my thought now too. Explain why street guys like you know, were taking a chance putting yourself at risk, like as a kid, just to create an image for other trappers. And
Well, that's how it used to be. Let me give you my take on that. All right, well, when we was what we was taught as kids, came to grinding, you wanted to surpass everybody that taught you the game. You know? So that made you a target.
I never thought of it that way.
You had to be it. If you was next up, because remember, everybody next up is something.
Yeah.
Sports, whatever, you know what I mean? Business. Somebody's next up in whatever category you're in. I mean, whatever you got going on, whatever you thought you had going on, whatever your folks thought they had going on, somebody's next up. good.
So if the police are hunting you like a trophy, some people are actually taking that as like a good thing on their jacket. Like they're like,
in a sense,
like yeah, the cops are chasing me. I'm big time.
I mean, in a sense, no. If you're getting hunted by the streets, and you're getting hunted by the police at the same time. So you like the best of both worlds in a worse way.
Sounds greedy.
You like the best of both worlds in a worse way, because if the police get you, now you're gonna get labeled a snitch. You're gonna get labeled somebody that's an informant or whatever for them, or you're just gonna be a fool doing all that time. If the streets catch you, you're either gonna be the trophy because they're gonna light you. They're gonna light you down and light you up.
Yeah.
However it go.
So, what was the clientele and the influence of trapping experiences like for you?
That's my sneakers on.
Yeah, I know it's been a while, but
Jownazz will make sure it was hard. You feel me?
what the fuck?
Jownazz will make sure
I didn't know if you were checking that or your sneakers. Like, what the hell?
I ain't gonna fall, gang. I know I'm up to like a little kid, but
So, what was the clientele and the influence of trapping experiences like for you?
back in the day when I was doing what I was doing,
Yeah.
back at that time, so, 2020, I mean not 2020, 2002, 2005, 2006, all that. I mean, that was good track. That was good clientele. I had different views. I had different folks that would slide up on me, make sure I was good. We would get it popping. They would take certain situations to other locations. You know what I mean? I used to have it going my way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I definitely used to have it going my way. We had like I said, from 2002. You know when the Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
I think it was before that, but yeah.
When I had it popping. That was 02.
Oh, 02.
Yeah,
I thought you said 22. My fault. Yeah. 02 is right. Yeah.
I had it popping from then to, let me see, we got 02 to 2012. I'm gonna say that run from 20.
So that little 10 years.
2012.
That's a nice little
That
run.
clientele was stupid, bro.
Okay.
We used to have it about a duffel bag, trash bag. I'm talking about all good smoke, baby.
So let me ask you this then: what do you think the percentage of the fiends that are still exist right now today?
Not many still here, but not many still here. But I'm gonna say I see a lot of them on a daily.
Okay.
Some of them change their situation.
I was just about to ask that.
Because of that synthetic shit that's out here. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
Some of them were able to switch it up.
Yeah, because a lot of people seeing people
Or
dropping
stopping
dead.
it.
You feel me?
That's good for them. Shit.
A lot of people seeing people dropping dead, so they fell back. You know what I mean? Fiends started saying, "Man, I'm give me a job. They ain't real. I'm cool on that. I'm cooling on that.
Yeah.
That ain't the move no more. Y'all trying to hurt me. I mean, y'all they ain't trying to just hurt me. They don't want the fiends to just. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We X'd out. We like this.
Yeah, that's insane.
We X'd out. Fiend take a bump, hit a blast, or however you want to put it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They take the little bump, blast, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Them up,
whatever you call
however
it.
you want to put it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You only got one shot. You're dealing with this. Synthetic nonsense.
Right.
I don't
So-
know if you remember when K2 was popping. When K2 first was popping.
Not really.
Gas stations was selling
What?
synthetic weed. Yeah, it's fake weed. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I see that sometimes, like in there. They have it on the wall.
Got the little crazy little.
They put K2 in there?
Yeah, that's K2 in there.
Yo, what? I had no idea. So if your guys at the time had issues with like other sections in the city, did you automatically take action? Or, how was the outcome of that?
So not to sound lame, and I know I got a lot of my guys who definitely check and view us out from time to time, you know what I mean? Certain situations, if you smart, let me put it to you like this, if you smart, you ain't gotta actively shoot to that situation.
Okay.
Because some things will fall right in your lap when you least expect it.
Good
you
point.
Go running for problems, you asking for way more than you bargaining for, you know what I mean?
Good point.
We in the same city, we gonna eventually link up and bump into each other.
Yeah.
In a convenience store,
Yeah.
Walmart, Home Depot.
Right.
You name it. You were going out with your girl, you trying to date somebody, you out and about, you're going to bump into somebody in traffic you don't want to see.
True.
At the wrong time, either you want to get active with them or you like, oh, if I could. But anyway.
True. Would you say you were a flashy type of hustler back then?
A lot of people said that about me, bro.
They did?
But I was just being me. I just
Like the way you dress, like now, you're a little flashy.
Bright colors and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
like my little jewelry and everything, whatever, but.
Were you the type to like show up and show out at the time?
Of course, you got to. That was the name of the game. Like, going back to when you interacted with the street life. When you interact with the street life, you get what comes with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's coming to you if you're playing. If you're playing fair, you don't got nothing to worry about. But
That's a good point.
You got jackets that still gonna move and watch, and they see you moving and shaking and grooving through the city. So it is what it is.
And karma never forgets.
What I can say is, me being Jownazz, I'm a unique character in my own way.
Definitely.
I apologize if people don't respect whoever's creative or crafty as I am. But anyway, like, share, comment.